That thing on her. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy, we shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine, the moment is. Run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these tickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you next to me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the one and only Big Hank Sports Review. Yeah. Basketball, football, breaking it down for you. Yeah. Now vibe with me. Like, comment, subscribe, oh yeah. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports. Like, comment, subscribe, kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Step on the court, feel the sneaker squeak. Hank call a play like a coach unique. Fast break vision, highlight reel. He breaking down the stats with that southern feel. On the field, end zone, crowd gon' roar. Touchdown energy, we want more. So if you want the game from a real point of view, better show love, like, comment, subscribe to. Like, comment, subscribe, say what? Big Hank, keep the game alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Live Hank Sports Review. NBA nights, NFL days. Hank break it down in so many ways. From the block to the pocket, the hustle, the grind. Every story hit different when Hank defines. Laughs in the flow, but the game stay tight. He shine a spotlight where it feel just right. Sports and the culture, it's more than the vibe. It's the truth and the groove. Come on, subscribe. Now don't wait, don't hesitate. Click that button, elevate. Join the tribe, be part of the crew. Sports review with Hank coming straight to you. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Keep the channel alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Hank Sports Review. Review.
Guys, y'all heard that music. You seen how nice it was? It was beautiful. Shout out to my boy Nightish, man, for hooking me up. Once again, man, great intro for the show. Man, I loved it. First I had a rap one. Wasn't really feeling a rap one. But I love this. So shout out to my man Nightish, man, for hooking brother up, man, for a reasonable price. Does great work for a reasonable price. So y'all make sure y'all get with the brother. Just like y'all seen the sport intro that was done by Red Lipstick Live. Shout out to her for that. Even got my son in there. Speaking of my son, next Tuesday, I will be doing a live show with him. So guys, y'all know every season I try to do a live show. And I do a live show with my son. Can't do it on Monday because Monday he has late practices. I normally don't get out to 8, so I don't want to, he's still a college student. He still needs his rest. So I didn't want to do it then. But we're going to definitely do it on Tuesday. He's usually out of practice by 5 something. So I'll go get him from school. And then we'll do what we got to do, shoot the show, and then I'll shoot him on back. But yeah, we're going to do that on next Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. It's game day week for him. So guys, it should be entertainment. It should be very interesting. Right now, they are picked in their conference to finish 5th. Now, that don't mean that always happens because this time last year, they was picked to finish like in the bottom 10, I think. Or the bottom 12, excuse me. So, and that's not what they ended up. They ended up finishing number 2. So they ended up making it to the conference championship game, making it to the playoffs. They end up, having, of course, a couple upsets. They beat the number 1 seed because they was finished. They was the last team to sneak in the playoffs. So, of course, they're going to have the higher seed, and they played the number 1 seed, and they end up beating them. So congratulations to them for last season. But like I said, that is last season. It's new season. So he's got bigger, more expectations for himself as well as for the team. And we definitely going to touch on it. We are definitely going to touch on. Looking forward to doing that. And I hope you guys are able to join us for that situation. We will see you that next Tuesday, and we'll have that conversation. My bad, my camera. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that conversation with my son, Lil Hink. Can't wait to do that, the one-on-one. Got a lot of things coming up, right? Got a lot of good things coming up. Last week, I did that Court Watchers review reaction. It was okay. I felt okay about it. You know what I'm saying? I did end up doing. They're not long, so I think the average one I was looking at was about between 15 to 20 minutes. So I may do that this coming week. I don't know. Now my show's gonna be on Thursday because baby girl has her senior night. She has a flag football game on Wednesday, so I want to make sure I'm in attendance to there to show my support to her, especially on senior night. So I won't be doing my show Wednesday. I will be doing my show on Thursday. So I will be doing it early Thursday. So y'all make sure y'all tune in with me, and we're gonna have fun. Whatever I decide to do, may end up doing a pop the balloon. You never know. May end up doing a Court Watchers. You never know. I'm gonna do something because I love it, entertaining you guys. I love being here with you guys, and I enjoy it on a regular basis. But with that being said, I ain't gonna be on long now. I'm not gonna be on here long. Y'all know you little Mondays. I'm in and out. That's what she said. Now let's get to it. You know it's Monday Night Football, guys. And y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know what it is. Huh? It's Monday Night Football, guys. And guess who's a prime game on Monday night? I know they got 2 games, but the prime game is the 8 o'clock game. We know that. And I got to be there. And y'all see who we playing. The Washington Commanders. Now, this time last season, we end up losing at the last second with a Hail Mary. I hope that don't happen again. Let me knock on wood. Hope that don't happen again. Hope this time we can finish the game in the correct way. I was so pissed off. I was in my office watching that game, man. I was so pissed off. And I'm thinking we took the lead. I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we go. We just need to finish it out. We just need to finish them out. And lo and behold, we didn't finish them out. But it's a new day. It's a new season, new coach, High expectations. And with that being said, I expect us to win tonight. At least that's what I'm hoping. My fingers crossed, guys. I promise you. But, guys, we got a lot going on in sports. Got a whole lot going on. So I don't know if y'all know about the Mark Sanchez thing. He was released from the hospital a couple days ago. They did book him, locked him up. He is out on bond right now. He did do a live interview talking about how he's missing his wife and his daughters, his kids, and can't wait to see him. And that's, it's always what you're gonna say, you know what I'm saying? But he's got to atone for his behavior and the bad decisions that he made. Intoxicated, getting to it with a 69-year-old truck driver who's just trying to do his man's job, and you getting mad, getting belligerent, wanting to move his truck. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's not moving fast enough, or maybe he's unloading the truck. I don't know all the real details, but still, it should never be to the point where he had to put hands on this old man. You know what I'm saying? To the point where now both of these guys are in the hospital, or ended up in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And fortunate for, I guess, Sanchez, because he got the worst of it. He didn't lose his life over this situation, because it very well could have. Shout out to the medical assistant that was able to help him and get him back healthy and able to the point where he could walk out the hospital on his own 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? But now he's got legal troubles he got to deal with. You got to use your head, fellas. You can't be just flying off on emotions and feeling some type of way. And let me tell you this. Alcohol is not an excuse. You can say, "Oh, I was drunk. That's the reason why they're bull crap, man." Well, let's go back to this then. You should have been out here getting drunk. Not to the point where you can't handle yourself. You don't have the wherewithal to know the right from wrong. No, that shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be the case. And if you are that intoxicated like that, you should be driving your car anyway. You shouldn't be getting behind the wheel of your car anyway, because now you got a whole new situation of drunken driving. You should have called a cab, catch an Uber, Lyft, or call one of your friends. Are you there for a report? Or call one of your co-workers. You should have did something like that instead of trying to take the chance on driving and doing all this and get to these altercations. It's not okay. We've seen too many lives lost of bad decisions like that. And you made a bad decision because you got to the altercation with a 69-year-old man. What for? It's not that serious, brother. It's really not. But you chose to. Darby 105. First 2. I don't know what that means. You might explain your name. He says, "Yo." Right on, brother. Glad to see you here, my guy. But you got situations like that, man, that's real dangerous. That's definitely uncalled for and could have been easily avoided. Easily avoided. But, you made a bad decision, so now you got to live with the consequences. Every decision has consequences, whether they're positive or negative, good or bad. They do. And so now he has to live with this consequence of what he did. And he's going to suffer because of it. And unfortunately, his family is going to have to suffer. Somebody else's family is going to be suffering because of a man's bad decision. Shame on you, Sanchez, for doing such. But that's not the only bad news we got to talk about, guys. Because guess what? Some guys lost their job this past week. Now, for those who don't know, Arkansas was the first college job that's open, right? And right now they have internship Bobby Petrino. It's kind of funny. Bobby Petrino used to be a head coach at Arkansas now. Maybe he's applying for that job. Maybe he's auditioning for the job. I don't know if he's going to get it because he had some issues right there. But, sometimes when you win, they look past those things. And, of course, Bobby Petrino wasn't a winner. That's kind of funny. 2 guys that could possibly be the head coach down there has Kentucky ties. One is John Calipari, who used to be the former basketball coach at Kentucky, and Bobby Petrino, who used to be a former U of L coach twice. His first stint before he went to the NFL, and after he got fired from the NFL, he came back and been a head coach. Could he go back to Arkansas? Why not? He's been to U of L twice. Why not be at Arkansas twice? Guy's a good coach. At the end of the day, he's a good coach. He has a great offensive mind. I wouldn't be surprised, he's get that job. Speaking of bad news for the weekend, my buddy Why High comes through. Them boy fans know this L on the Cowboys defense. Dak is still playing like an NFL MVP. Well, you can say it all you want, but your team lost at the end of the day. Guess who else lost? Boomer Suda. They lost too. So Why High, you had a rough weekend. You like one team from Texas, them Cowboys, but you don't like that other team from Texas, and that's them Longhorns. Oh, Lord. Well, it's a rough weekend for you, Why High, but it's going to get better, I'm sure. What up, Hick, and all the toys in the background? I see you. Right on. My man, Big Ant 11, shout out to you, brother. But I look at it like this, man. James Franklin. So those who've been on the rocket don't know, is not hearing, I ain't heard. He was fired the other day, Sunday. Penn State made a decision. He said, we got to get gone. Said he got to get gone. Penn State said, hey, after that third loss in a row, we can't have this. We deserve better. This is the home of Joe Paterno and that Sandusky guy who was touching little boys. Look, I ain't got no respect for Penn State. I ain't gonna lie. Especially with all that bullcrap they allowed go on and didn't do anything about it. I have no respect for that university. So I wish nothing but bad comes on to them, especially when you got all those situations where them young men and young boys were suffering, being assaulted, sexually assaulted, and sexually taken advantage of. Yeah, I have no sympathy for them. So whatever bad losses, punishment comes away, I care less. Now, the one thing I did appreciate was giving your boy James Franklin a job, a black head coach. But now that they fired him, yeah, I ain't got no reason to watch him no more. No. He was the only one. Now, I'm glad they fired him because I'm hoping my team, the Kentucky Wildcats, I hope they make a smart decision by finding a way to get out from under Mark Stoops and maybe hiring James Franklin as a head coach. That's what I'm hoping. We'll see. Big Ant, we know your Yankees suck because they couldn't win it. They can't take care of business. I'm just saying, man. He said, my son was a Sooner from 2009 through 2012. All right, so now you got some ties in it, but your son is an alumni. I know he's not too fond of losing to Texas, especially when Texas was out here losing and wasn't winning nothing. They only beat on them weak teams until they beat Oklahoma. Shout out to Archie Manning. Speaking of another loser, my buddy JT. Well, y'all coming out today, ain't y'all? Well, these ones are taking these L's today. They coming out. I know that's right. Hey, you know you can always come to the basement, and I'm going to give you a hard time about your team, but I'm going to be honest about you with your team. Your team got that ass whooped. They got that ass whooped. And I need it for y'all to lose. Because now when we win tonight, we're only half a game away, baby. Only half a game away. When we win tonight and we beat the I'm sorry about to say it. When we beat the Commanders. JT said, go to hell, eh? Your heart is not in the right place. Don't kick a man while he's down. I'm in a bad place. I'm mourning my loss, and you ain't shit. This is true. I ain't gonna JT, I ain't gonna front you. I ain't shit. To see my competitors losing, I'm happy as hell. I ain't gonna lie. 49ers lost. Big Ed is mad. He said the Yankees lost. Big Ed is mad. So long as y'all team losing, I'm winning, I'm good. I'm in a good place. But look here, I still got love for you, brothers and sisters. I promise you I do. But I need for y'all to lose because y'all always get, look, when my team was going 5-12 last year, y'all was on my neck. Baby got the gun down, baby. Things are looking up. Check us out, 8:15 tonight. We kick off the future Super Bowl champs, the Chicago Bears. Y'all know what it is. Don't make me play my music. Do not make me play my music. I'm just saying. Penn State's new head coach is coming from the NFL. Okay, well, who you thinking? Who you think is the possibility as a coach? Shout out to brother JT. JT, he celebrated a birthday the other day. So for y'all do not know, JT celebrated a birthday. So once again, happy belated birthday to brother JT. Hopefully all is well. Detroit is still the dealing, homie. I know that's right. Big Anna Left said, Hick, you going to be crying tonight. Hopefully they be tears of joy, Big Anna Left. Big JT said, I turned 53%. I know that's right. Shout out to brother who's turning 53%. I didn't know that was possible, but I guess it is. Shout out to that brother. Okay. So you saying the Cleveland Browns coach, which his name is what's his name? I can't think of his name. It's going to be a perfect match for the Penn State. Let me say this. I can see them firing. For those who don't know, Tennessee fired their head coach too, the Tennessee Titans. He's 1-5. They said, we can't keep doing it. We can't keep doing this. So they fired their coach. Well, unfortunately, they had a number 1 overall pick last season, and he didn't do nothing for him. He looked bad, real bad. And I don't think he's going to get any better for Tennessee. So right now, you're going to have Cleveland. You're going to have the Jets. Who else you have? You have the Raiders. All of these guys. Let me see. All these guys will be fighting for that number 1 overall pick. Cleveland Browns, the Jets, the Raiders. That's just from the AFC. From the NFC, you're going to have the Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. All going to be competing for the first overall pick. Now, fortunately, at least minimum for 2 of these guys, you know, Arizona and the Giants, more likely are not looking at a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, especially about Arizona. Because that baby man, former Oklahoma Sooner, Kyler Murray, I think they need to take the page on him. He's not living up to his expectations for sure. Now, the 2 teams, the only other team that was in compete for this is the Saints. Now, they did take Tyler Shook, former U of L quarterback, last season in a draft. I don't know. Right now, they got Rattler as starting quarterback, so they ain't really giving him an opportunity. Maybe if they lose about 1 or 2 more games, they probably going to see what they got and test him out. So what would you got with the Jets? The Jets sold on Justin Fields? I don't know. You got the Cleveland Browns. Is the Cleveland Browns sold on Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders? I don't know. I don't think the Raiders are sold on Geno Smith. I think he was a stopgap type player. So we have to go from there. And the Tennessee Titans. Are they sold with Cam Ward? Are they sold on him? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting, but we'll see. We'll see. With that being said, let me acknowledge this super chat for one of my biggest haters on this side of Mississippi, Big Ann 11. He said, Big Hank, he said, so is 500 years old, and JT is about to be 530 years old. Glad I'm still young and can still do the two-step. Jesus Christ, Lord. That's some nasty work, Big Ant 11. You say I'm 500 years old and JT 530? Oh, Lord. What do I? All Boomer Sooner quarterback were good in the NFL except Sam Bradford. Well, first of all, that's not true. Sam Bradford wasn't the only quarterback that wasn't good from Oklahoma. I don't think Kyler Murray's good. And you can't count Caleb because Caleb was on there for one season and he went to UFC. So can you really count him for that? Really? I don't know. I don't know. Now, I give you this. Sam Bradford's looking good. I mean, not Sam Bradford. Damn. Baker Mayfield. He's looking good. I give you credit for that. I remember I was looking at him in the draft and I gave a guy a hard time about getting him, but I knew he was going to be pretty decent. I was just giving him a hard time. I was hoping he didn't pick him, but he ended up drafting him. So I was going to have him like as my backup. I think in that draft, I got Lamar. I got Josh Allen, and I was going to get Baker Mayfield as my backup quarterback, but unfortunately, it didn't happen like that. So, but it is what it is. Shout out to Big Ant 11 for the $10. He didn't have to; he chose to, and I appreciate the blessings. Thank you, sir. But as far as on the college level, man, you got two major jobs open in Penn State and Arkansas. Two big jobs, two historical jobs. It's going to be interesting on how that all works out. Damn, JT said, I'm about to run off Aaron Glenn too. That man only been in there 1 year. That man got 1 year and JT ready to fight. He ready to send that man to the unemployment line. God damn. That's crazy. It is what it is. But no, as far as on the college level, man, I know a lot of guys was talking about Alabama's coach and how he kind of started out, especially last season. And now, he moved into this season and they looking better. Right now, they're in 6th in the AP poll. You know what I'm saying? They competing for a spot in the playoff. They beat number 16 Missouri 27-24. South Florida, who blew out North Texas. I was watching that game on Friday, man. It was embarrassing. They ended up winning 63-36. Cincinnati ended up beating UCF 20-11. Number 1, Ohio State beat Illinois 34-16. Ole Miss barely got by Washington State 24-21. Notre Dame kicked in NC State teeth 36-7. You got Georgia Tech beat Virginia Tech 35-20. Again, the upset that if y'all didn't know, I was up under a rock, up under the ground somewhere because you wouldn't on the surface with one of the biggest games in the SECs on Saturday. And that was Texas, who was 21, beat the number 14 ranked Oklahoma City, I'm sorry. Oklahoma Boomer Sooner, as Wahai would like to call it. 23-6. You have Nebraska over Maryland, 34-31. And one of the big upsets, and a lot of people in this area, my Kentuckiana area, who's pumped about this game, was the Indiana over Oregon, 30-20. Now, Indiana has moved up to 3rd place in the ranking. So when next the playoff rankings will be released, you're gonna have Indiana in the top 10. So congratulations to Indiana. I'm happy for them guys, man. If y'all don't know anything about Indiana's been like the last side of the Big Ten forever. I can't remember a time that I could watch them play football that they was ever good. The last time I ever took any interest into watching Indiana is when they had Antoine Randall L. and he was playing the quarterback for Indiana back in those days. And Kentucky and Indiana would play each other. That was the last time I really was even excited to watch Indiana. Now, last season, my son was able to go to an Indiana game. One of his teammates' father is an alumni, so he was able to go and see him in person. He was telling me how good it is. The atmosphere was nice. He had fun time. They was in a one of them skyboxes, so he had a great time. Never been to Indiana to watch a football game as far as the college level. I had a buddy whose son used to play up in Indiana, so I know he's pumped about that, man. I know he's pumped about that. His old school out there winning and doing great things, man. So shout out to Indiana for that. Let's keep going. Arkansas losing to Tennessee 34-31. Texas A&M ended up beating Florida 34-17. Texas Tech beat Kansas City 42-17. You had USC beat Michigan 31-13. Excuse me. You have Georgia over Auburn 20-10. You had LSU beating South Carolina 20-10. You had BYU over Arizona 33-27. And you have Utah over Arizona State 42-10. So those are some of your top 25 games that we had this past weekend. Very interesting games. Like I said, I was watching the Indiana-Oregon game. I was watching Ohio State and Illinois for a while. That came on at 12. Yeah, that got boring fast because that game was over early. But I was watching the Indiana-Oregon game. That was going back and forth for a while. Of course, Indiana started taking control and got that last second touchdown at the end to really solidify. I did watch the Texas as well as Oklahoma game, and we all know the results of that. What other game I ended up watching? I watched a little bit of the Georgia and Auburn game. The only reason I want to see it because Auburn was retiring the number 2 jersey for Cam. Seen a little bit of the Utah game, but then I got in hand. I was just started watching that game. So that's pretty much all the games that I watched this week. But, you got a couple good games, especially games in this era. You got Miami and U of L played this weekend, as well as you got LSU going against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's tough, guys. In case y'all didn't know, Vanderbilt's a tough team. So that should be a good game. You got Ole Miss going against Georgia, another good SEC matchup. You got Alabama going against Tennessee this weekend. And a game that should be good, the Battle of the Mormons, they used to call it. I don't know if they still call it anymore. It might be offensive now that I think about it. But you have Utah and BYU. Both locations has a lot of Mormons there. So it should be a great game. Utah is a good team as well as BYU. Both of them in a Big 12 now. So it should be a great Big 12 matchup. So we'll see how that goes. But let's get over to the NFL. We're going to talk about that. But before we get to the NFL, in case y'all didn't know, that college basketball season has officially started. Kentucky had their Midnight Madness on Saturday. I was able to watch a little bit of the highlights on TV. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go to it because I had to work Saturday, so I didn't get to check it out. So unfortunately, I didn't. But it was still a great event to watch on TV. It was on the SEC Plus, so I was able to watch some of the highlights of it. Looked like we're gonna have a great team. He said, "Hey, keep your eyes on Houston Cougars." Yeah. Look, let me say this. I like Houston. I like Houston. Well, I like the coach especially. And like I said, Will France, he's been a good for 4 different programs. Yes, he has. And he definitely deserves another opportunity at a major program as well. So it's going to be interesting on who Penn State's pull in. I don't know, man, but I do like the suggestion that you did have of Cleveland coach. Now I don't know if he has any college experience coaching at college level. I don't know this. So far, the Bill Belichick experience is not going well for him, coming from the NFL down to the college level. But we'll see. What up, Unc? I know I'm late, but I'm here. And that's all that matters, Quentin. That you're here, brother, and I'm glad to see you. Hopefully all is well with you and your family. But that's definitely going to be an interesting hire right there. Between them and Arkansas. Now, if I was Arkansas, I would be taking a serious look at James Franklin. He has experience in the SEC. He coached at Vanderbilt, did great things at Vanderbilt. So I would definitely be looking. Like I said, I want my team, Kentucky, to take a strong look at him. I mean, look, the guy's a good coach. He just had a problem with beating Ohio State and Michigan. That's all. He can beat these other two. You just can't beat Ohio State and Michigan. But with that being said, I would like to have him as my head coach for real. That's on the serious. But in case y'all didn't know, the college basketball season is starting up. Practice has been going for a while, unofficially, but now officially it is started. So like I said, Big Blue Madness had their thing this weekend. Of course, they had a lot of recruits in there that they plan on bringing in. So shout out to them for that. But with the preseason ranked polls out, you have Purdue number 1, Houston number 2, number 3, the defending champ Florida, UConn. You have St. John's. That's where Rick Pitino is. Rick Pitino's always going to put a good product on the court, regardless of where he's coaching. Duke at number 6, Michigan number 7, BYU at 8, Kentucky at 9, Texas Tech at 10, Louisville at the 11th spot, UCLA at 12, Arizona at 13, Arkansas at 14, Alabama at 15, Iowa State at 16, Illinois at 17, Tennessee at 18, Kansas at 19, Auburn at 20, Gonzaga at 21, Michigan State at 22, Creighton at 23, Wisconsin at 24, and rounding out the top 25 is North Carolina. So this is your preseason top 25, early top 25. You know how that goes. It's going to fluctuate. Every week somebody's going to be going up and down, taking a loss, winning. So you're going to have that. So it is what it is. So you never know how things are going to shake out. One injury could change the whole trajectory for any team. One injury, that's all it takes. But with that being said, we'll see how it all goes. We'll see how it all goes, man. So looking forward to this basketball season, especially for my team, Kentucky. Like I said, I had a lot of great recruits come through there. I'm just hoping for the best for my team. We definitely going to be a force to reckon with in the SEC, let alone in the NCAA tournament. But we'll see how that goes. I noticed you said nothing about the Michigan Wolverines. They better than the Bears. Well, I did. Michigan Wolverines lost. They lost to USC. So, yes, I did. Big game with your hateful ass. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. Let's keep going, man. Let's get to this NFL, man. What happened in the NFL? Because a lot of, like I said, we got a coaching vacancy right now with the Tennessee Titans. They fired their head coach. He just wasn't cutting the mustard. Just wasn't cutting mustard. And, I'm thinking to myself, man, they know he's got a rookie quarterback. Man, I assume they're going to give him to the NC. They said, no, hell no. Your Black Monday is today. We ain't delaying no longer. This is what's going to happen. So with that being said, let's get to this NFL because in about 40 minutes, the greatest team in the NFL kicks off, and we got game time tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. Matter of fact, right now, the Bills are playing. The Bills are playing the Atlanta Falcons. They started at 7:15. But with that being said, we start off with the Thursday night game. Eagles lose to the New York Giants. I was surprised by that. I would put my life on it. Eagles going to win after coming off a loss. I was for sure the Eagles gonna blow out the Giants. I tell you this. I thought this final score was to be reverse. I thought it'd be 34 Philadelphia, 17 the Giants, but I was wrong. I gotta admit, I was wrong. With that being said, let's keep going. In my survival league, I ended up taking the Denver Broncos. We're still winning, guys. I'm still in my survival league, so let's go. But they barely won. Broncos 13, Jets 11. You had the Seahawks over the Jags 20-12. You had the Chargers beating the Dolphins 29-27. You had the Rams to continue to beat down over the Baltimore Ravens sorry ass 17-3. You had the Arizona Cardinals losing to my man Danny Dimes. And Danny Dimes was out there dropping dimes when they ended up winning 31-27. Cowboys lose over the Carolina Panthers. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers. Panthers been doing the thing, man. I know my man Professor is probably happy as hell watching his team get a couple W's up under the belt, man. Congratulations to Professor and the Carolina Panthers, man. The New England Patriots and Drake Mays out there balling out there, boy. They end up beating the Saints 25-19. Cleveland Browns lose again to the Pittsburgh Steelers 23-9. The Raiders beat the Titans 20-10. 49ers end up losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Fighting Baker Mayfields 30-19. The Packers over Cincinnati 27-18. You had the Kansas City Chiefs over the Detroit Lions 30-17. And tonight at 7:15, you have the Buffalo Bills and you have the Atlanta Falcons already started. And then at 8:15, we have the greatest team in NFL history, the Chicago Bears, over against the Washington Commanders. So those will be two great games. You get to go back and forth on, switch your channel back and forth, or do picture in picture. Do they still do that? I don't know. I'm always good. When I get games like that, I have my second device. So I had my tablet out watching the game on the big screen, and then I watched the Buffalo Bills and the Falcons on the little screen. That's how I'm going to work that game. That's how I'm going to work my magic. Huh? Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. You know what it is. Push that goddamn button. Help me out, man. Push me through the algorithm. You know, somebody who loves sports and entertained by sports, make sure you send them my way. Make sure you share the screen. I promise you I appreciate every last one of you. You know what I'm saying? You goddamn right. Push that goddamn like button. I need that. I need that, brothers and sisters. I promise you. It won't go unnoticed. But let's keep it going, man. And with that said, I was watching something the other day. On the screen, and NBA starting. And I know a lot of people are a little irritated by my man LeBron. That fake announcement he made. They feeling some type of way. Right? You know, they feeling some type of way. Like he's going to have a announcement about he's retiring. But that wasn't the case. He's trying to sell some liquor. It's called marketing, guys. Don't hate the man. Don't hate the man for being a good marketer. He's marketing himself. You got to do it. Do what you got to do. So I guess y'all gonna have to burn your LeBron jerseys now because he decided he's not gonna retire just yet. Don't do that. Just be grateful you have a great player like that still in the world. Quit saying, no trash talking this week from me. We had a bye. I know that's right. So now, guess what? Quit. You ain't gotta get talked bad to today because y'all had a bye. So I can't say y'all lost all you won. Y'all idle, and that's okay. But your next week will come, and I'm sure y'all be back to losing like normal. But yes, for those that don't know, NBA is back on NBC. So y'all know what y'all gonna hear. I can't wait, guys. I missed that sound. That's when they had Bob Costas and what's your boy Rashad. Back in the days, NBA on NBC. So now the NBA, NFL, all on NBC. Of course, they got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish for the college. But 24th, you're going to have games on Prime. You're going to have games on Amazon. You got games on YouTube. You got games on ESPN, ESPN2, NBA TV. Guys, we got NBA everywhere. So you guys make sure y'all make sure your membership is right. Make sure your subscriptions is good. Make sure you download whatever apps you want to do to watch the NBA because it's coming. It's coming. Now, I'm not going to be able to watch the debut of the first game. I think it's on the 24th. I think it's on NBC. I'm not going to be watching that game because my son has a game the same day. So they play Georgetown College. So I'm not going to be able to watch that game. I'll be watching my son and supporting him. But with that being said, I'll catch a highlight, I'm sure. I'm sure I'll catch a highlight or two. I ain't going to sit there and say I won't watch it. I don't even know who plays on the 24th. Let me look it up, matter of fact, what I'm talking about. Let me see who plays. Let me see who plays NBA. Let me see. Right now, it's preseason. Preseason. Really, okay. So all that's on preseason, October 17th. Looks like the 21st will be our first game. All right. So you have excuse me, you have the defending champs in the Oklahoma City Thunder on Tuesday, going against the Houston Rockets with KD and them. You're gonna have the Golden State Warriors playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. That's on Tuesday the 21st. The 22nd, you're going to have a nice, good matchup like the Cleveland and the Knicks. This will be a great matchup. The battle for Florida, you're going to have the Heat as well as the Magic playing. Another pretty decent matchup is that the Mavericks play against the Spurs. So hopefully Wembley's back and healthy. That'll be a great matchup. You also have the Philadelphia 76ers as well as the Boston Celtics playing. So they got a couple good matchups on Wednesday. Now, Friday, it's the one that's going to premiere on Prime. I won't be able to see that game because I'll be watching my son play. But they got a couple good games, like the Lakers and the Timberwolves. Who else is a good game? Celtics and the Boston. The Boston and Celtics. Boston Celtics going against the New York Knicks. Looking at these other games, I'm really not interested. Yeah, really not intrigued on. But those are just a few games we have coming up, so can't wait. Looking forward to that. Guys, let me ask you a question. Are y'all giving out Halloween candy this season? Are y'all doing that? So this year will be my first year in my new neighborhood. And I noticed a lot of people decorate for the holiday of Halloween. So I'm assuming with all these decorations they put out, they're going to give out candy. I don't know. I'm going to definitely make sure I let my daughter know that this may be a good place to bring my grandbaby over so she can go trick-or-treating because they got a lot of house decorated. So usually if they decorate the house, they usually give pretty good candy. People who don't be decorated like that don't give good candy. And I'm not decorated, so I guess my candy ain't going to be no good. I don't know. I was talking to the wife about it. She said she don't think. I said she don't think she's gonna give out any candy. They was going to do it here, but I'm like, they not doing all this decorating for nobody not to give out no candy. So it's our first year in the neighborhood, so we're gonna see how it goes. So I'm gonna get some candy and got the big old bowl. I'm gonna hand it out. Sit on the porch if the weather's nice. Hopefully the weather's nice. If the weather's nice, I'll sit on the porch with my tablet and watch something, whatever's on TV that day. I don't know what's going to be on, but I'm sure we're going to have something on. So I'll be out there watching on my tablet while handing out the candy to the children. Cousin Tim out there handing candy to the children, making sure the kids are happy and they're going to have a high dental bill because I'm going to be giving out candy. What a coincidence. I need y'all to win. The Commander fans think they the ish. Damn. Well, Well, and I'm hoping we can oblige you, and I hope we do win tonight. That's my hope and prayer for my team. That's what I'm hoping for. I got my fingers crossed for them. I promise you I do. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see now. Let me say this. Terry McLaurin is not playing. Austin Eckler is no longer playing for the season. He's out. They are running with a bunch of pretty much backups with Jay Daniels. So the opportunity is there for us. But, you know, we got some guys that we'll have backup now. Now, we do got a couple starters that's coming back, like Kyle Gordon, Kyle Gordon, and TJ Edwards. A couple starters that are coming back for this game. So I'm not going to say we had full capacity as far as our defense, but we do have a couple more defensive players that are vital part to the team that are coming back. So I'm happy to hear that news. And I've been liking how Rome Odunze and the Caleb Williams connection has been going and flourishing through these past few games. So hopefully looking to build on to that. So we'll see. Hoping our offensive line will do what they need to do, like they did in the second half, like they did against the Raiders in the second half. We will see. We need to get that tackle spot shored up, because that's what's I think really hurting us the most. That in the guard position, we really need to get that going so we can get our running game going. So we got some things that we need to work on as well, but we'll see how that goes. You know, we'll see how that goes. But as far as the Bears, past couple weeks, it's been good. We won 2 in a row, going on a bye, so that allowed us to kind of heal up, get together, and see what we got in the second half of the season. Because in case you guys didn't know, you know, that's the only bye we get. Ain't like college this season. College season, boy, they got 2 byes, giving out 2 byes in the season. We got 1. And we still got 12 more games to go. So we got a long stretch, no bye weeks. But these are winnable games. That's the beautiful thing about it, man. If we can win tonight, we can go on a nice little streak, man, because then we got the Saints next week. Then we got the Ravens, who are still down without Lamar. We got the Bengals, who are hurting on the road. We got the Giants. I think that's a winnable game. And then we play them sorry-ass Minnesota Vikings again. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 games that's all winnable for us. So looking forward to seeing how that works and how that pans out for us. And hopefully we're going to put our best foot forward starting tonight, because we do need that. We need this win tonight, you know, to continue our on our comeback tour, you know, prove to people that we deserve to be in the playoffs and that we can make it to the playoffs. And if we win tonight, I think we will be in the playoffs. Oh, shit. With that being said, man, guys, I need for y'all to do me a solid and hit that goddamn like button, man, because I feel like y'all not hitting the like button like y'all should. I know you got somebody like Travel One to come through here, don't want to hit the button. I hope she's watching right now, because you know I'm right. You know I'm right, man. So make sure every last one of you guys, man, do me a solid and hit that like button for the brother. You know what I'm saying? Do that for me. But with that being said, I got to get ready for game time tonight, guys. I got to get ready for game time. I done already took a shower. I'm relaxed. I'm in a good space. I'm in my Zen mood. I'm feeling confident. I think we're gonna win tonight. 24-27 for the Bears. Bears are gonna score 27. The Washington Commanders only gonna score 24. That's my final score for the night, guys. With that being said, I will catch you guys on Thursday, not Wednesday, but Thursday, guys. And we're gonna have fun. We'll cut up, but we're gonna have fun doing it. With that being said, I will catch you beautiful people on the next one. Right on.